True.
One.
One.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
First thing
so
everyone
sweet.
hears is you cackling to yourself like an idiot. Great. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Weirdo.
It's
It
okay.
was a special double header week special second session. So last we left off a whole 2 days ago. Well, actually, before we do that, I just want to say something real quick for everybody. Fuck you, Austin. All right. So now that I said that,
Absolutely.
I almost choked on my food.
so close. So last we left off, the group got back together, though not exactly whether you were led together or whether the strange space of this forest that you had been wandering kind of looped you back in on yourselves, Frederica and Bishop. You rejoined the rest of the group. Well, everybody except for Melody, who remains with the waxen child, the little girl, she who plays, the one who has been having so much fun with all of you so far, and who, well, a lot of you have been having fun with her as well. Some more than others, some more willing to, embrace their inner child than perhaps some other, party pooping little stick in the muds. I won't name names.
I will. Fuck you, suggestion. Skip in the
All right,
park
cool,
with me
thank you.
more.
I was.
Yeah.
I acted well enough.
I didn't say it. So right now, all of you are in a small little clearing, reconvened with each other, with a bunch of small doll-sized fiends dancing around like marionettes in the area just above your heads. They haven't stopped, slowed, or changed the rhythm of their excited bouncing and bounding. Though, with an arrow piercing one of the creatures that had been guiding you, a multicolored, beautifully plumaged bird, this feeling of playfulness that it was exuding is gone and subsides. Unlike Bishop and Frederica, the rest of you weren't necessarily like forced to behave in this in some sort of way. Fred and Bishop, the two of you, as you had been closer alongside Melody, were more exposed to the coerciveness of that playful presence and found yourselves in your own special ways unable to resist playtime. Though for you guys, playtime was quite violent. But to each their own. I expected it from Fred. Honestly, didn't quite expect it from Bishop. Although I don't know what I would be expecting. I mean, he has a daughter. Like I just like, hey, hey, is that how you play with Belle, Bishop?
Hey, look, in my backstory, remember,
Yeah,
I used to do certain things in my backstory.
I used to do certain things in my backstory. That's
So it
right.
makes sense with my youth. It makes sense.
My youth. Yeah,
My
there
youth.
you go.
I remember.
I remember. All right. So that's where you guys are right now. Melody's somewhere off with the playful child who seems to have presence all around this forest, if not everywhere. You're not exactly sure of the rules. But that's where we are. Does anyone have anything else to add or any questions?
How much time has passed total?
Total, since you have come in, according to your perceptions,
Yes, please.
perhaps about somewhere between 2 and 3 hours.
Huh.
But other than that, if there are no further questions, we carry on. Otir is still standing there, looking at the puppeted, fiendish, or dollish fiends above, and there's a conflicted look. There's no pity as much as concern. Not necessarily concern for the fiends, though. As I said before, I don't feel sorry for those monsters. But I've not encountered anything that could do something like that before. This is strange. He reaches his hammer up towards one of the dolls and places it in its path. The doll sort of like runs into it and ragdolls across it until it can continue in the circle. The other ones follow suit.
I think that, we definitely don't want to end up like this, right? So we need to find a way out, and soon, but also Melody.
She was with you two.
Yeah, she was, and she was with what I can only assume it's the Waxen Child. It's what it's what these elves we
Look at me.
encountered. Huh?
I don't know. I don't remember his name.
Oh. Ishtor? You talking about
Isteel?
Something like that. Who knows? Time flies when you're having fun. Didn't quite pick up the name.
What?
It's Smithville, something like
Yeah.
that. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Yes, monsieur. Ishmael.
Yeah. Some forest elves. They called that entity the Waxen Child, and her influence is something else. I don't know what we're gonna do, but it seems like they thought that anybody that has closed like a close and long exposure with her is lost. But we definitely have to find Melody soon.
I mean, Ezekiel sent a message. We didn't hear back, right? So, I'm not sure how to pursue her. I mean, what direction to go. We were looking for all of you, but the bird's gone, and so is the playfulness. But also, I mean,
There was one thing that they also said. The path that feels like the wrong way is most likely the right way. The path that shows resistance. These, if you haven't noticed, the forest, it's like it's alive and it moves and shifts, it seems, and it'll try to just navigate us around, keep us running in circles, getting lost. And even though it's more dangerous, that usually the path that feels wrong is the one that will lead us to where we gotta go. Like if it's guarding the Waxen Child, trying to keep us away from it. That's how we found Melody the first time. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fred.
Well, I don't remember if we talked about it before, but they're also stuck in here and don't quite know how long they've been here. They did drive out the original fiends, I think.
It seems like they played a part in it. I'm not sure exactly how much they, but it's something about driving the fiends from their plane of existence, and the fiends came here to seek refuge, right? That's I know you heard it twice, so I think that's what it was.
Um, regardless, I don't think we can just up and leave. Or maybe we should. I don't know. I think it would just be simple if we tried to draw this thing out, but first and foremost, we have to find Melody. I don't quite know where she went, and if you guys didn't see a gorilla come by, then she didn't go this way. And we tried to follow the path that didn't feel correct, but I don't know, eventually it felt like a game.
Right, it did, and it could be because we were getting close. Maybe when we get close again, we'll all feel that way, and we're gonna have to do something to try to combat that. I don't know what we could do, but it's overwhelming.
I mean, I tried to trick it in my own way, but I ended up just getting duped myself. I I thought if I angered it, it would kick us out or something. Guess it wasn't that simple. So do we play along? Do we play other games?
Well, if you play along, for how long are we gonna play before we all just eventually are really playing, you know, and we lose ourselves again?
I don't know how much trouble we actually had with that. I mean, I tried to go along as much as I could with things because, well, we were looking for you.
Well, all we can do is try then. We have to try.
If we when we find Melody, well, then we just have to solve how to get out.
Yeah.
So, does any direction feel particularly foreboding to any of us? Anyone here? Does anybody get the willies when they look a certain direction?
Um,
Well, I mean,
could I make
not
a check?
necessarily. Sure, make an insight check.
Okay.
I don't necessarily feel anything coming from anyway, but I mean, Bishop and Fred came from that direction.
Oh.
Should that mean something? Or does that not
What
matter?
what about the
That's a
trees? Have you
19.
guys?
Um,
The trees
If you
have been
don't-
very helpful to me personally.
Well, I mean, you've
Yeah.
seen the other trees as well, right? The blackened ones with the weird sap.
The burned ones, yeah.
Ezekiel's kind of looking around, kind of like feeling a little paranoid at the edge of the group. He
What's wrong?
is looking off into part of the woods. I don't know. If we're looking for a place that feels off, perhaps we can try that way. Which,
The way that you feel?
yeah, the way that I feel.
Okay.
The way that you feel. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just if you've got a bad feeling, maybe we should go that way based on the advice given.
So you're just trying to feel like just trying to see which way feels what,
Wrong.
dangerous, bad,
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, we can give it a shot. I mean, it should feel like the force is trying to keep us out, like the walls are closing in, or the trees are closing in, or maybe we're blocked off, hard to get through.
At the moment,
Yeah.
from where you are right now, Ezekiel, you don't feel any particular way about any which way. As a matter of fact, everything seems much like it was before. You feel, try to like attune yourself like to the feeling of the surrounding area, or trying to, I guess, use your insight as best you can against the trees and leaves. And you get the feeling that something around is aware. However, you don't get the sense that anything is particularly wary. If anything, it's the forest seems indifferent, as if you're just there, not necessarily eager, but not wary of your presence either.
Hmm. As Ezekiel goes to kind of like take a step to the direction that he thought was had that off feeling, he kind of like, from coming down from the high that was just kind of like encapsulating his being when the bird was around,
Mm-hmm.
like everywhere feels kind of like a little different now. It's not this like joyous, colorful playland now. It's like we're in the woods in an unknown place. So he walks in kind of like a little bit of every direction to try and figure out what he was feeling. I don't know. Never mind. I just feel it feels off. I don't. I guess we can just start walking. The whole place feels wrong. So
You don't say.
You were mentioning the trees.
Yeah. The
There
the
are
tree.
the burnt ones. They're ones that look more blackened. You know, at first we thought it was just, you know, just a bunch of trees and trees overshadowing trees, but eventually you realize they're not. They're burnt or something. They had a bit of a weird sap to them that, was it burning? Did you use your weapon? I forgot.
Yeah, it was definitely hot to the touch. And it's like they were just at a perpetual cinder, it seemed like almost. So I don't know. They weren't on fire, but they definitely looked like they were charred, right? And like just like they were bleeding the tree sap, this hot, steaming tree sap.
Could I look around where we are now for like trees, other trees?
I mean, there are plenty of trees around where you
No,
are now.
not my blackened trees.
Not
burnt
blackened.
ones.
Are you looking for blackened tree?
Yeah, yeah. The other, like not the luscious ones, you know?
Okay. Could you make a check? Let's say perception, nature, insight. One of those, your choice. Let me
Oh
know
boy.
which one.
Perception, nature, or what?
Insight.
I'm gonna do nature. Sorry.
All right.
My game crashed. No, I did. Perfect.
Wonderful.
22.
Okay. You look around, you open up your senses, and you catch some scent that is familiar just because you've been around those trees before, and following it a little ways away, you can see that there are some gouges in the live and luscious trees. It looks like there was a little bit of a conflict here, which I guess makes sense considering the devil still parading around above you. But not far through the trees, you find some of these blackened trunks, kind of shadowing the more lively background until you focus your perception on them. You get closer, you can feel the heat coming off of them as if the wood just beneath the blackened bark is still smoldering. Sap like blood trickles out, oozing from between the cracks in the bark as it drips down to the base of the forest floor where it steams and sizzles instantly.
I mean, I don't know how significant they are, but they're not as pretty as the other things, so I assume if we're to follow some sort of trail, maybe it's the ugliness. But I could also be entirely wrong. Take it with a grain of sand, please. Whatever.
I'm sorry. Did you say their plane? Is
Oops.
that what you said?
Yeah, you're talking about the elves, right?
Yes. I mean, I suppose is that what they were?
Yeah, they seem like elves. Yeah, I mean, forest or wood elves or something. Definitely not like Zeke and Melody. But yeah, they said they came here from their own plane, chasing down the fiends when they chased them to a different location to the Fae. You mentioned Fae Wild. Fae? And somehow whatever they did, uh, they said that it got out. So this somehow got out and is bleeding into our plane of existence. I think it it was it was a little hard to comprehend.
Okay, so I didn't notice these burning trees that you just pointed out. Do we suppose maybe this is a side effect of, crossing planes and, well, I mean, it's here. It's in the material plane. This place is here, but it's not, is it? Because the time is different and weird, and I don't know if that's the only thing that's affecting it, but, it might be.
I don't assume any of us have been to another plane before. I mean, you lot have been to the Bloodlands. Was that anything like this? I mean, I assume it didn't look the same, but as far as somewhere else being here on the material plane, I don't really know what I'm trying to ask, to be honest.
It's a bit funny saying it out loud, but we were told by Sunlaw that, the Bloodlands are a land of seconds and minutes and moments and not hours or days. It's a bit like here, which is time moved differently there. I mean, not really, but it really did, honestly.
Like, it actually did, or
It
just
felt
felt
that
like
way.
it did? Yes.
Yeah.
And
There, it was more the every moment counts than where
Well,
here
I
it
feel
seems
like
time is
this is no
slowly.
different. Every moment here is minutes, if not more. Who knows what outside? I feel like, in a literal sense, this might be even more than the Bloodlands. I
Oh,
mean,
yes, absolutely. It's just I meant more in the metaphorical to
Ezekiel,
literal translation.
fungus.
Oh,
Sorry, I have not been checking up, but we've been busy out here. It's been 2 days since I last made contact. Are you all right?
Ezekiel's going to kind of like look shocked, get up, step away from the group. Moss, yes, we're fine. You said 2 days? No, more. We have gotten Frederica and Bishop back, but we are still looking for Melody, and then we will head out.
Okay.
Good.
She'll get that in a couple minutes.
Oh, I almost messed that up, I'm gonna say as I walk back to the group. I need to keep in mind the information.
Messed what up?
Oh yes. We got a sending from Kaya. Um, she told us that it's been 2 days outside.
2 days.
2 days, yes.
That it's worse than we thought. It's
Yes.
only felt like hours, at best. Uh, yeah,
But
we have to get moving.
they
Fast.
also said, and perhaps this is the more important part, though that one's I suppose the most shocking. Um, that they've been a little busy outside. She didn't elaborate further, but um, whatever it is, we do need to hurry this up. That way we can help in any ways that we can.
Um, could you walk us towards the burning trees, Red? I mean, that's might as well just start walking and play it by ear.
Okay. So you guys are just heading off in a direction?
Yeah.
Who's leading?
Whichever one feels the worst.
I'd probably, at the very least, be walking somewhat close to the front. If Fred is leading, then I'd probably be walking like right next to her. Yeah. I don't know
I
if
do.
she would be.
I know. I do believe it would be better for us navigate. I mean, we've all been here, but we've been here a little longer. Um,
So
it's a bit. Sorry, it's a bit difficult to comprehend how long it's been, but feels like a dream. But
Yeah, or a nightmare.
no, can't allow that. But regardless, yes, we choose a direction and see what follows. We should be cautious of birds that pop into confetti.
Yeah, it seems like we should definitely shoot first and ask questions later about any sort of weird creatures.
And if it's only been a few hours for us, right, and not a full day, then our resources are probably a bit more limited if we're trying to leave soon. We should be cautious to not instigate a fight unless we have to.
um Persephone, I don't know if this is too much to ask, but would you be able to set up the floating disc again? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it'll take a little time to do it, but in the meantime, we
All
could
right.
maybe look around a bit. I mean, while I do.
Okay. Um, I'm I might need to check back in with Kaya now that I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of worried on what's happening out there. Um, Frederica, Would you
Is
be
it-
able to do the thing? The
Do the
I
thing.
don't the what?
She's gonna look
Do you
at
have a
him
name
weird.
for it?
Do the thing, Fred. Do
Do the thing. Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more descriptive.
Ezekiel's
thing?
kind of like he's moving
He
his
wants
hands
you to
like he's
throw
trying
him.
to. No, not
I don't want to
throwing
throw him.
energy. I'm low on resources. I don't know what you do to.
Ah, the thing!
Nothing,
That,
yes.
You're so smart.
Make him a pot of
Do you have a name
coffee.
for it?
Yeah, the thing. And then
Yeah, the thing. Why
place
didn't
a
you
hand
say
on his
so?
shoulder.
Why did you just say the thing? I'm gonna
What?
He's
stop
bolstering magic.
Go ahead and roll yourself a D3 or a D6, like if you don't have a D3 available.
Yeah, I know. I'm too poor to have a D3. That's a 2.
No, you don't roll it, fuckface. She does.
Oh,
Yeah,
Damn.
knew that.
that's-
All right, guys, back up.
Back up. About to roll a D6 here.
Fuck.
4. So
Whatever.
That's a 2, so that's a second level spell slot, so that's 3 spell points.
Yay.
Good thing she rolled it.
Good thing she.
What? Is that not enough? Are you ungrateful?
No,
Alright.
no, just
It's better.
not you, fuckface.
This is D&D and you're trying to take away people's dice rolls? That's
I'm
just like
sorry.
unforgivable.
Okay. Thank you for the moment, Frederick. Ugh.
Alright, now what are you gonna do with it?
I'll use both my channel divinities to get all of my spell points that I can
Ooh.
possibly get right now.
Understood.
There we go.
I feel like I have
So-
something to help, but I don't know right. Oh, sorry.
Divinities, and then it gives me back.
Okay.
Okay, so I am now at 26 spell points. Nice.
So, are we time skipping, or what did you use? Like, you can just do that, like without resting, right?
Yes. It's a
Okay.
channel divinity thing. So normally he uses his channel divinities to regain spell points, and then he regains his channel divinities at the end of a short rest. But he can just use his channel divinities as an action or bonus action or whatever to get
Yeah.
spell points back.
Okay, cool. I just was confused.
Yeah, he normally does it in tandem. But yeah, he can. It's a channel divinity thing. So he gets channel divinities back on short rest, and he can use his channel divinities to get back spell points, and that's not short rest dependent.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
All right. So as you know, you received the thing from Frederica. You said you were gonna check back in with Kaya, or are you?
Yes, I want to do a sending spell now, so I'll be down to 21 spell points.
Okay.
I suppose my end is Moss. This is Ezekiel. Moss. You said there's something that's happening on the other side. Could you elaborate? Is everything okay on your end? Send.
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 You get a message. Yeah, you get a response. The fungus, Ezekiel. It's been months. No, just kidding. We've been receiving strange messages from, like, by means of magic. Strange in the way that they've been arriving. But, they sound like people we know or knew. We're not sure what to make of it. Sorry for the joke.
Ezekiel's kind of like grabbing his chest as he heard the joke, just like, oh, DK. Well, all right. So what's going on their end? I'm gonna look to everyone. They're getting messages by means of magic. It sounds like people they know contacting them. So I'm assuming this is what the
Legatus. What
thank
it's
you. I was about to say Leviticus. The
what the
Legatus.
what the Exodus,
What
what the
the Exodus.
what the
I know, I was
Deuteronomy
like-
said to us,
I was like, why'd Leviticus come to mind?
what the Leviathan said to us.
The Leviathan. The Legatus warned us about, and when he shut off contact and forbade it, so that's fun. But we still need to focus on getting out, and it seems like they're okay. It's not some conflict happening. Persephone, I don't. You're doing like motions of. Is it ready? I can't see it.
Well, does anyone have anything to respond to that as she's continuing?
Um, so it really is like there's something going on, and I mean it's the same thing that was happened with suggestion. It was like when he was using the sending stone, it was getting to someone, but it was like if the person that was answering was like a child, right? You said.
Yeah, though, to be fair, it was pretty similar to one we've all been following around in here. I didn't
That would
hear any
mean.
voices from anyone that I knew.
Wait, you're saying it sounds like someone in here? It sounds like.
The voice I heard when I was trying to contact Sunla with the sending stone was similar to the childish voice we've been hearing in here. Practically the whole reason that I wanted to come in here in the first place, albeit it was a little bit hesitant in the beginning, was more than likely because Sunla might not be in the best spirits if I was hearing that from the other end. Be somewhere in here.
But he was in the Bloodlands with that other group. Just last night. Oh, well, I guess a few nights ago at this point.
Mm-hmm. That is fair. However, I don't to know the manner of how these portals appear. They could work like, I don't know, rifts even. I don't know. It's just my thoughts.
He travels through trees, right? So it's very plausible that he could have just came from the Bloodlands over here, maybe.
You think this is the in between of that spell? Maybe I.
Would you be able to use the stone?
Oh, no, that's a fair point. We could try again with the sending stone.
I wonder how time would work with the stone then. Would I be able to do it again? Curious.
Well,
Right.
assuming it's been days on the outside, maybe.
You wouldn't think that the stone would be bound to the magics of the time of which wherever we are currently residing in?
No, it's just it would be interesting because if it's based on the local time of wherever whomever has it is, then I guess I would answer a question I never had about it. So
Well, let's see then.
Yeah.
He's going to pick out the stone and talk into it. Well, whoever it is, it's hello. It's what did you call me before? Was it Horsey something? Hello, it is Horsey. Nay. How is it going over there?
Okay.
And
Send and send. So, has it? When's the last time you used the stone? Do you remember?
oh shit, that is a good point.
I don't remember either, bro.
I think I
Was it
used
before you guys came in, or was it the night before that?
It was
I
the
think
night
it
before
was-
because the other group
No,
used their
no.
stone
I
before.
think
I know
I
he
did
used
it. I
it
used it the
twice.
night before, and then I used it again the day
Like in
that
the
we
morning.
came
went
in
in?
here.
Morning of?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have not rested. Basically, it's not been a day.
I've not rested.
The
No,
stone
Yeah.
has not experienced 24 hours yet.
correct.
Okay.
Ooh.
Unless
You hear a voice,
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
as does everybody.
Oh shit.
Oh, what the fuck?
From a branch above, one of those birds flutters down, looking at Suggestion, at least with one of its strange chameleon eyes. The other one kind of just darting around between all of you. For a moment, its attention gets drawn to back towards the clearing where the devils are dancing around on their invisible strings, and there's a look of, oh yeah, I remember. That was fun, before focusing back on. You're Horsey? I didn't know you were Horsey.
Um,
So you like playing pretend too?
Not anymore. And he's gonna Eldritch Blast the fucking bird.
Yeah, let's go. If you didn't do it, I was gonna do it. Let's go.
And yeah, sure. Go ahead and make your attack rolls. Let's see if you.
Yeah.
See if you hit.
Let me see if I fucking miss.
Yeah, just not anymore. Foof, foof, those
Not
were
anymore.
warning shots.
Those were.
that
I
was
got
just a
2,
taste of my power.
please. My dice went off my what the fuck?
21.
It
21.
fucking flew off.
And poof into fluff and glitter.
Well, that suppose that proves that.
Yeah.
Assuming that Soon Lars may be here. This is now a rescue
At the very
mission
least,
for
we
both
can make the
Melody
assumption
and
that his sending
Lars.
stone is here.
Yeah, so it may be a rescue mission for more than just Melody then, at this point. If he's alive. Who knows how long?
Rescue the stone.
Yeah, and if he is here, do you think the other group's here as well?
Yeah, it could be Fred, the doll.
Hmm?
The doll. She turned fiends into dancing dolls. What about the doll we got from her? Does it?
I look at the doll.
Look at the doll. It's a fox with a little bit of exaggerated features compared to a fox that you're used to. That and the pale blue fur with some white markings. The eyes are glassy, but behind the glassiness of the eyes, you do see some movement, the eyes, the only things that move. The fur feels real as far as you can tell, and the details on the doll are immaculate.
It's feels real. Probably no. Here. And I show it off to everybody.
If it's some sort of plaything from that damned thing, we should probably destroy it.
I agree at this point. Yeah.
Hold
But
on.
what if it's something real? Like maybe these fiends were originally fiends, and we destroy something that could be on our side.
I mean that is true. What if this is a warden? Would they still be alive? I don't know. But what if she can turn you into a doll and warp you into her own plaything? I
I have a feeling we should be looking for Melody a bit quicker than we are at the moment.
I second that. We better get moving.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Could we gather the doll of the bird if it dropped one? Did it?
Nope. Just exploded into glitter and fluff. Poof.
Ew, I hate glitter. All right. Well, we should definitely keep
Well,
all of the dolls that we do get. I
Yeah.
might be
I
able to
don't
do
plan
something.
to. Oh, well then I don't plan to break it.
Again.
I do.
Again.
Again, it's different now, okay? I have knowledge I didn't have potentially before.
That one had it coming.
Punch first, acquire knowledge second.
The way of the barbarian.
Well, I didn't want to play with it. Gosh, my bad. Well, I mean, it knows we're here. Like, we don't have to like sneak. We could just probably call out for Melody. It's like,
Yeah.
and then I will start screaming, Melody! And then just keep walking.
All right. So
Melody!
Fred takes the lead, and you all shouting out as you continue through. Melody, you having a fine old time. You just concluded a little tea party with quite delicious tea. It was really good, actually. Warm,
Oh, was it ginger tea?
exactly how you wanted. Hmm?
Ginger tea? Mm.
Well, you have prestidigitation. It can be whatever kind of tea you want it to be. And sort of in the middle of after tea, after playing with some dolls, you're there and you're brushing her hair, sitting behind her as she was kind of singing some nursery rhymes in a little sing-song voice, and then she goes quiet and folds her arms over her chest and pouts.
Huh? What's wrong there, friend? What are you so pouty about? We're just having a good time.
Well, we are, but your friends, they're mean.
Uh, mm,
They keep breaking my things. They keep breaking them. I just want to play, and they keep breaking my toys. It's not right. It's not nice.
my tend to not always be so nice, but I mean, I'm sure they don't mean harm. I mean, and she grabs one of the toys. Speaking of which, this toy, it's really fascinating. I'd like to make one someday if you don't mind. Maybe you can teach me how to make these toys?
Um, maybe it might take a while. it might take a while. Are you really okay with staying with me for that long?
And she pretty much grabs her hands and clasps them together. Well, I promised you I would. Yes, I'll stay as long as you need me to stay. We're friends, remember?
Her eyes widen and beam, and the pout lifts from her face, and she just smiles and nods. But okay. And she takes the toy that you took, and you were previously playing with a soldier-looking toy, a human, like doll, just a doll modeled after a human, and a horse. And she takes them and she separates them. Every toy is special. Every toy, everything has its own story. You know, I like to play pretend. But, if you're going to play with my toys, you have to learn about them. And, well, some toys can't be put together. This one goes over here, and she puts the horse down. And this one stays far away over here, and she puts it away from the horse.
Hmm. Well, what's the story on that toy? She points at the soldier's toy.
Well, that one is a brave knight, but he lost his home, unfortunately. But it didn't make him mean. It didn't make him mad. He just continued, and now he fights for people, for other people, and he doesn't like the horses. You can't put him with the horse, though. It's it's better now.
Well, wouldn't they like to be together? I mean, the horse and the soldier? And she like grabs both of them in one hand each.
No, 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 no! If you don't break them. They're not finished. They're so fragile now, and they hate it when they remember. You can't do that. And she gets up and she grabs the soldier away, clutching it to her chest and moving it away from the horse.
Hmm. Okay, I'll remember that. But, hmm. I would still like to see if maybe there's a way you can make me a toy like that. Since you won't, let me play with those two together. Maybe I want my own toys together.
Oh, that sounds great. And then we can share toys with each other. And you can make some for me, and I can make some for you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, before coming here, I was with a group fighting with people, four of the people too, but I I really just wanted to make a story out of my life, and about my adventures. So maybe I can do toys about that, and maybe I don't have to write a book. Maybe you can help me. We're friends, right?
You write stories.
Well,
Or
oh, yeah, well, I did want to write a story about everything and go back home to, my family after all was said and done. Since they wanted me to be a stupid bard only. But there's more to that than just singing and dancing. There's storytelling, there's lore telling, there's adventure awaits, and there's a lot of adventures that I've been through lately. So, maybe one day I'll have my own toy.
he smiles and is like hanging on your every word. He's like, but I mean, it's fun to sing and dance as well. Can you show me some, please?
Sure. And she takes out her lyre. I haven't done this in a while, but she's gonna start playing one of her tunes.
Go ahead and make a performance check, please, Melody.
Oh, snap. Ooh, that's a 23.
Ooh, you begin to play, and as if just you play and use your instrument for many things, including to induce magical effects, but you weren't going for that this time. Even so, it seems like your music inspires magic, as the surrounding area seems to feed off of your song, your playing, your energy, and in turn you feed off of that. The girl gets up and starts to clap her hands and dance wildly in front of you, and as she does, her toys begin to rise from their places on the ground and bounce and bob around. And soon you're the center of a big dancing circle as you continue to play your songs, and she squeals with joy and bids you not to stop.
Wow, even your toys are loving these tunes. Hey, speaking of which, I don't think we got each other's names. I'm Melody. What's your name?
And she bites her lower lip as she sort of clasps her hand together in front of her. She looks a little bit nervous. I'm Veliveria.
Ooh, Valeria. Hmm, I'll make a song about that one day. And she keeps on continuing playing her lyre.
All right. And you continue playing until eventually she tires out a bit, wants to, and kind of just tuckered out, goes and collapses, still smiling, giggling, chuckling to herself. And she begins to organize her toys, neat, tidy, just so.
Does she have the toy with the soldier and the horse in her possession?
Right now, she is currently brushing the horse's mane.
Okay, okay.
Melody, if you don't mind, could you make us some more tea?
Cheers! I would love to make some more tea. I'll be right back and I'll go make the tea for you, friend. Or should I say, Filivaria? Filivaria?
And not too far away, there are different areas in this clearing. There's the small table with the two child-sized chairs where the tea party is set up. There are a number of different small toys like jacks. There are wooden dolls. There are puppets. There are dollhouses and any number of different childish toys. But you go over and you start to make the tea as she continues to care for her dolls. Back with the Melody Shouters. They are still shouting Melody. Could Frederica or Bishop, the lead Melody Shouters, please make a perception check?
Sure. I'll make a perception check.
Check.
That's a 22.
Okay. As you walk, as you shout, in the moments of silence between where your call ends and Fred's begin, you hear a note in the distance. The sound of music.
Do you hear that? Hey, quiet down. Listen. Do y'all hear that?
Not really.
Not
It's
particularly.
It sounds like music. Uh, would I be able to identify even a little bit what type, what it sounds like? Because that would it be
I mean,
a
I
sound
guess
that
it
I'm
would
not
be
familiar
more
with?
like a stringed instrument than a woodwind or anything like that. It's not a percussive instrument. You could identify it as strings being plucked, I guess.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to know. If I can kind of pick it out. It sounds like a stringed in a lute, harp, a,
A
a
view.
lyre, a viol, yeah,
Cello, you have a bass.
or or a lyre. It could be Melody's lyre.
I will say, Melody kind of ran from us, so be prepared to tackle her if we have to. That's all.
Is that aimed at anyone in particular?
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to shake my head as I have the command spell for a spirit. It's a very specific person. At all times.
Oh yeah, he has
Melody
the
actually plays that thing.
yeah quite well actually. I don't. She doesn't do it
When she
often.
feels like it, yeah.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
I think it might be. Sounds like it might be this way. I'm gonna try to kind of position myself to kind of pinpoint where I think the sound is coming from. Um, to see if I can just walk that way. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So I would try to walk in that direction to see if it gets louder. If I can identify that it's getting louder. As I
Seems like it. Yeah.
So, sometime between the shouting and other stuff, I would like to have taken out my vial and put a drop of blood into it.
Okay. As you do that, yes, it reacts as it always does, as it has the last few times. Nothing abnormal. The blood drips into the vial and evaporates. But payment paid.
I guess we're all walking together. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We're sneaking.
Following the music. Yeah, sneaky.
We
Trying to
can't.
follow
Too
the
sneaky.
music.
Too
Yeah.
sneaky.
I don't know about sneaky, but we're
Clink,
definitely
clink,
going
clink,
somewhere.
clink.
Yeah, clank, 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 clank.
As we're trying to sneak and Francesca's like clinking, I'm gonna go, shh. I'm just gonna look behind me and put my finger over my mouth. Shh, be quiet.
I'll punch him.
What do you?
Oh, fair enough.
He goes flying off into a tree.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you make yourself useful so you can try to listen? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh, just because I
Has
have
it
big ears.
been an hour? I mean, did that just interrupt his rest?
Oh.
Has it
being
been an
hit.
hour? What? Oh yeah.
I
Yep.
know.
Sorry.
Oh.
If you were trying to short rest, that definitely interrupted.
I'm gonna kind of like out of my comfortable state. I'm gonna kind of reel as I hold my arm. Ow! I'm sorry, I was joking.
Following the
As you're
sound, right?
walking. So yes,
Okay.
following the sound. Bishop in the lead. What's the marching order right now? Bishop,
Um,
Fred.
I'm
Yeah.
And
within
where's
punching
the
distance of
rest of
Francesca.
everybody? You're what? Oh, within
I'm
punching
within-
distance of Francesca. Yep.
Yeah,
of course.
apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, that looks about right.
That looks about right.
Yeah,
Where's suggestion?
he's always lurking in the back.
It's over here. He's just
Still
like,
holding my hand. He better
"Aw,
fucking
so
be.
cute."
Yeah.
Feels forever
The
ago.
my non-punching hand.
I haven't
Yeah,
had
my
to put up that
non-punching
act in a long time.
Are you
What I
saying you
mean.
didn't like it? Are my cold dead hands not good
My
enough for
cold,
you?
gauntleted hand. He's still
maybe.
holding her hand. She just like took it off
But, you know, maybe
arm.
here.
She just detached from her wrist. Here you go. Hold my
He's
hand,
holding the
please.
gauntlet.
I need to check on my bees. Can you hold my hand real quick?
There I am. Right in the middle. Center of attention.
Ooh, you
So, as you're on the floating disc, right, Ezekiel?
Yeah.
Coming up beside you, out of a nearby bush, trotting alongside it like a playful, adorning puppy, is one of these blue foxes. Its chameleon eyes look up at you. You can see that there's a bit of curiosity, maybe even a hint of disappointment or sadness. Gives
Oh.
off a little yip, little fox-like yip, and why did you all stop playing? Do you not like me anymore?
Oh. Hey. I'm gonna kind of like say quietly and not draw any attention to it. No, it's not that. I personally don't know why the bird got shot at, but I think everyone's just very focused on getting our other friend.
I mean, she's here playing with me, and we could all play together. That's all I wanted to do. But
Yeah, I
then,
get.
why are people hurting? Why are people being mean? Why are they being naughty?
Well, I think that we're in a little bit of a rush, and we have people waiting for us. People that rely on us, and we do want to play, but
Well, if you have other friends that want to play, they can play too. Just bring them here.
it's more. You know how some of us are hurting.
Well, yes, I
It's more
suppose.
like they're hurting, and we need to go help them.
Playing helps the hurt. You don't
Sometimes.
hurt when you're laughing. I can help. I can help. I help too. I do.
Yeah.
I've helped so many. But
And
then I came here and it's just been people trying to hurt, people hurting me, people breaking my toy. Things. First those things.
yeah,
And then your friends. How can you be friends with people mean? So violent. Being violent, hurting other people is not nice. And at that point, anyone
yeah,
around can hear
everyone.
the voice.
Yeah.
As you turn to see it, I'm guessing if suggestion cares to, like the chameleon eyes lock eyes with you, and the fox leaps up into Ezekiel's lap.
Oh.
And just stays there.
I
Curls up.
don't think you should keep that thing so close to you.
Well, it's here now, I guess.
So do something about it.
Yeah. Listen, we're going to go. I'm. You said that Melody's with you, right?
She is, and she's my friend, and we're playing. If you want to play, she said that you were friends, but see how someone so nice can be friends with people so mean. She doesn't break my toys. She doesn't hurt me.
I would like it to be clear that neither I nor Ezekiel have broken your toys nor hurting you.
No. Some people are a little rougher than others, but have good intentions.
I'll
I'm
whistle
gonna.
playfully.
Oh,
Playfully.
You're
playfully.
gonna playfully
I'll
what?
whistle playfully.
do 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 do.
Oh.
I
Some
don't
people are a little
play-
rough.
I don't play rough. I don't play like that.
Then
Okay.
unfortunately you must return our playmate to us, because really she does play better with us.
Well, that's a bit of a rough way to put it, but
Not everyone gets along, Ezekiel.
yeah, no, that's fair. Do we have the emotion flushing over us?
You can kind of feel it, but it doesn't feel. It's just like you can feel it, but it doesn't feel. It's not forceful, right? It's just
Okay.
like you could feel instead of feeling like the warmth of a warm body on you, right? Fox. It's instead of imparting warmth onto you, it's this feeling of just childlike playfulness.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you
Hmm.
trapped here? You said we had to bring
What?
people
No.
here to play with you. You can't leave? Can you leave?
Why would I want to? This is my
Oh.
room. This is my playplace. I have everything that I want right here.
I mean, do you though? Wouldn't it be fun to play with different people instead of the same toys all the time?
Right.
I've not got bored of them.
No, not to
Toys,
say.
they're all special.
Yeah.
I couldn't get bored of them. No. And if I did, well, there are so many different stories and things to do and things to make and
But what if you...
as long as everyone plays nice.
What if you didn't need the toys? What if you could play with other children your age?
Fox tilts its head in confusion.
Wouldn't it be
You know,
fun to make
You
friends
get the feeling
instead of
like
stories?
saying, what if... You get the feeling... actually, Ezekiel, since you're the closest, could you make an insight check?
sure. Yep, boop, 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 boop. Boink. That is a 19.
Okay. You being the closest here and having this sort of emotional, not like connection, you're kind of feeling a little bit of what it's given off. The statement, you could play without your toys, is akin to someone telling you you could live without the air.
Mm,
It just doesn't make any sense.
and I'm getting that from the creature, or is this
Sort of,
how
yeah.
I'm
You're a
feeling?
little bit. No. You're getting that from the creature. Like this is your insight of
Okay.
you're reading the emotions that are coming through this fox.
Okay. It seems you don't understand that. And it's not that we're saying to not cherish your toys or to throw them away or something like that. It's more that people like Melody, who is your friend, can be more fun or in do different things with you than toys can.
my toys can do anything that you can do. My toys do whatever I want them to. That's why they're so fun.
Right. But surely, because I know Melody, she's done something that is unexpected. And you didn't particularly know that you wanted her to do, but now that she's done it, maybe it's more enjoyable because you never thought about her doing in the first place. Um,
I suppose. As
People have something called variability, where they can just be spontaneous and random, but your toys will only work to how your mind works. And you've shown that you're very sweet and very friendly. And the reason that we have to go back out and we can't keep playing forever is that there are people who aren't happy, who are hurting, and we need to help them. That way they can be happy and can play and can have fun again. In a way. I'm going to say this as I'm kind of like petting the fox.
I don't understand. If people want to play, why don't they just how there's a genuine confusion coming from that. I just don't be mean. Don't play rough. Don't mess up my stuff or break my toys, and we can all have fun.
Is that okay to everyone else? I feel she's not being unreasonable.
I'm gonna look a suggestion like, you hearing this?
Yeah, I'm also kind of like beaming at
Oh,
suggestion and
I'm not looking at suggestion as in like you need to behave. I'm looking at him like you listening to this shit right now.
yeah, that's exactly the same look I'm giving, and I'm also giving it a little bit to Frederica as well.
Frederica's looking at the ground. She's not saying anything.
Yeah, I just furrow my brow like,
Not saying anything.
but I'm just still trying to listen. But
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like, yeah, I'm like half like trying to tune out. I'm like, because I think like this is like Bishop thinks this is like kind of bullshit, and we're just. I'm like, they're just entertaining that thing while I fucking
Yeah,
while we're
right.
yeah, they're just
While we're getting Melody, yeah.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like we're just gonna get in, get Melody,
Here's the
get out.
goal.
Yeah.
Whatever you. Whatever brings us to our friend.
Right.
All right.
And she stay on my lap.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the fox stays on Ezekiel's lap as you guys are walking. The music has since stopped, but you continue heading in that direction.
If you don't mind me asking, how has Melody been?
She's been so fun, and she wants me to make her toys well. She
Oh.
likes them, and that's so
That
good.
makes sense.
Not like the others. The other two were mean, nasty. They played too rough. They broke a toy. They stole a toy. That's not nice.
Yeah, they showed us. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're having fun with Melody and that you are having a blast.
As you continue, there's the sound of rustling coming. A few elvish looking individuals that, well, it just so happens the two leading the way recognize. They come through and you can see them still looking worn, weary, but seemingly having traveled in the same path as you, holding their bows, arrows at the ready. These elvish creatures that seem to almost glow and mirror the colors and textures of the forest around them. Their hair like vines and leaves, their cloaks shrouding them in the like camouflage against the backdrop of this very vibrant forest. Ah, so you heard it too then. We heard you moving. It was not difficult, but before that we heard the sound of the music. Figured it was as good a lead as any. Are these the others that you were speaking of?
Yeah.
Are they speaking in common?
Yeah, because Bishop can understand them. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Otherwise, I'd be. I mean, so,
Huh?
yeah.
Speak English. We're in America.
Yeah, speak common.
Common, motherfucker, do you
We're-
speak it?
We're
We're
in the United.
India, we
Oh,
don't speak
man.
that jibber jabber.
Don't make me
Oh.
repeat myself.
We might be in the middle of one of y'all weird ass still Kia. And in Kia, we speak Kian, damn it.
I don't like where this is going.
These alien ass elves coming
Starts-
in here.
Drawing his pistol.
Just
I like the way you're looking at me, quite frankly.
Your kind.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Back to scene.
Imagine.
and back to scene.
Oh gosh. Okay.
We're still
I don't know
looking
the
for
fuck
our
it
other
was.
friend,
Thank you.
Melody.
Alright, well. It seems like what we had spoken on earlier might be coming to pass here shortly. If your other friend is up there and they are with the waxen child as well, then the goals of your group and ours lie hand in hand.
I'm gonna kind of like nod my head towards the fox that's on Ezekiel's lap.
He looks at, what is that doing here?
Yeah, Ezekiel. What is that doing here? Hmm?
He unsheathes a jewel-hilted knife, a large hunting knife, and begins to walk over towards you, Ezekiel.
Whoa. Listen, is there a problem with it? I understand that everyone else has been shooting at him, but
It is her.
okay.
She's. Have you not seen? Everything around you here is because of her. Did you not tell your allies our story?
Yeah, we did.
We came, well, to recap then, so everyone is on the same page. We came, more than us, but we came through chasing the fiends, devils, out of our home in the Feywild. We chased them here. But she followed us. That, pointing to the fox with the blade of his knife. This place wasn't like this before. We couldn't do something like this. It was her. She transformed the landscape. She made this. When you see those things, when you see those and the other constructs like it, that is her doing. The only way out of here, or back, is through her. We are trying to get back to our home now that our duty is done.
All
I
right.
understand that you are trying to find a friend and leave this place.
Well, if that is the goal, and you're trying to perhaps get aid from her, or whatever you plan on doing, maybe being nice about it would work. I understand everything that's around us is her doing, but it doesn't seem that she understands exactly what she's doing.
She's not exactly a creature or being of reason. And she is not exactly a being at all.
Okay, well,
Look,
perhaps
I don't know where you're from. I haven't been there, but outside of here, there's a war going on, and there are so many people who, are hurt, and I don't know. This place is safe from the fiends, it seems like, and maybe there's a way. I don't know. It just seems like because of its loneliness and want to play, that maybe there is some way.
maybe it can be reasoned with.
Yes, or I. It seems like a child, really.
Cannot
Yes.
reason with it because it is not a being to be reasoned with. Just as you can't reason with the elements, the nature of your plane.
Are there children there where you're from? Like lots of
Of
them?
course.
Well, I mean, they
Because as a human, we're pretty short lived, so we have lots of kids and lots of small ones to play with at all times, and maybe it's just. It's learned to play in a way that isn't good, because she wants to keep everything for always, it seems like. Her toys are not really toys. Right? They're alive, aren't they? In some way?
In some way, yes. I don't know the exacts of it. I've not gotten as close to a spirit like that.
I can't.
maybe
Go ahead.
maybe with a guiding hand, if it truly does seem like she has the mind of a child, and maybe with a guiding hand she can be taught to play better. Maybe she can. I don't know. She is from your plane, so I'm not going to say that she isn't as uncontrollable as the elements, but perhaps we give it a chance. Maybe no one's come at it from this angle before. I don't. I'm gonna kind of like put my hands over the fox's ears, not in like a harsh way, just like Ezekiel feels a little protecting of the fox right now.
Okay. The Eldrin shakes his head. You don't understand. Perhaps you do not have things of similar natures here on your plane. But you seem familiar with this war, we have become recently familiar with it as you speak of the fiends, the devils we chased out, and their foes.
Yes.
So maybe I can contextualize it in that regard for you.
All right.
You would not bid to change a daemon's nature, would you? A demon is what a demon is, made of whatever stuff demons are made of. Just as you are made of flesh and bone, the elements and materials found on your plane, so as we are made from that of the Fae.
Right.
And as a demon embodies its chaotic nature, and cannot be swayed or convinced to be anything less or more, neither can this spirit. All she knows is play and her toys.
You say
You get
spirit.
close enough.
You say spirit when referring to her.
A spirit, a force, I'm not sure what exactly she is, whether she spirit, some mortal being, some lesser goddess. I don't know. All I know is that whatever it is powerful and it cannot be talked down or reasoned with. And if you get close enough and attempt to, you're going to be lost like all of the others before you.
Okay.
He walks
Um,
over and he looks intent to slice the stuffing out of this fox.
But if we want to get closer to it, shouldn't we, not to say play along, but play along? If it's
Yeah.
some sort of trickster, then maybe we can trick it back.
Or
That's why I don't want to play the way it wants to play. I try not to, but regardless, I still end up playing.
He's
I don't
going
think
for
pissing it
the
off
fox.
is.
Are you just letting it happen, Ezekiel? Just asking.
I'll get in the way.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on his shoulder if I can to like pull his attention. And just
is
Well, I'm not about to speak our strategy and tactics further while the enemy is in our midst. If you wish to back us up, so be it. We'll take the lead on this. He shrugs his shoulders. Just be ready. There is no
Could you-
reasoning. There is no getting closer. There is no outwitting this thing because it is not a debate. It is not a battle of wits. It is what it is, and that cannot be changed. We are going to take it by surprise and attempt to get back to our home. If you wish to save your friend, you can come in behind us.
Ezekiel's going to kind of bend down to the, well, he's already sitting, but he's gonna kind of like lean over to the fox. Go on.
Cocks its head.
I'm gonna unclasp my hands over its ears. You want to keep your toys okay, then your toy isn't safe here, okay?
Looks from you to the others, some looking at the fox with less understanding, less empathy, sympathy, whatever it is that you are looking at it with. And the fox leaps down, trots a little bit away, and with one last parting glance, disappears into a nearby bush. And as it disappears from sight, you hear, "I'll be ready when you get here." "I'll have everything all set up."
Okay. And there, it's gone.
You
So-
understand what you were saying? You have to throw me a bone, please. Ishtar. I wrote it down and I forgot. I forgot where I wrote it down.
I wrote it down, forgot what I wrote it down. Mm-hmm.
Iltair. It was Iltair. Maybe.
Otir is the Goliath. Close, but not quite.
Damn it. Okay. Okay. So anyway. Okay. All right.
That's my goat.
That's
Dude,
That's all right.
my day one, bro.
Wait.
You.
Huh?
Hmm?
Wait, what'd you say?
He said you.
You.
Me?
A guy.
Guy. Okay, his name is you. Okay, guy. You. Okay,
Guy you.
guy. You.
Perfect.
Guan you.
Guan Yu. Yeah, Guan Yu. Look, I understand what you were saying, and you're right, but we were just trying to play along for a little bit, so that we had less resistance on the way to her. Definitely
Right.
do your thing. Yeah, that you're our ace in the hole. We're
Yes.
Though this is of her, still Fey in name, and with that we can move more comfortably, silently, swifter, without arousing as much suspicion as you. So we'll go on ahead. I believe that music to have been coming from that direction. At this point, I cannot see her being too far along. We will find this waxen child and ambush her. And you can follow. With that, hopefully we have enough time at least to not if not to defeat the spirit, then to at least surprise it long enough for you to retrieve your friend and us to return home.
You
Yeah.
know, I know it seems like I was coming in contention earlier. I hope you understand. It's more to we're going to work together is more what I'm getting at. And you said that this is potentially a very powerful, well, not potentially, it is a very powerful being, potentially a minor goddess of sorts. Are you
Don't
to
know
be
exactly
safe?
what it is. All I know is that if stories to be true, then this waxen child, girl with 1,000 dolls, is not a being as much as the essence of what she is. That she is playfulness with all of the, well, with the additional nature of the face sprinkled in, of course, although I'm not sure if that means to you.
Not particularly.
Well, maybe you've seen a bit of it in the way that she perhaps that will give some answer.
Is it like the warmth that comes over me when it's around? Or I'm very interested.
It's more like the dolls the toys she makes,
Uh,
the way she plays.
okay. If you guys ambush her before we get there, are you going to be alright? I don't know. With something
Well,
that powerful, will you guys be able to handle yourselves?
We don't
but why
intend
go
on-
ahead?
Because
Because if we're sorry,
because we can blend in, we can sneak better than you can. We can move more silently.
So you intend to set up more than to attack first?
Well, we intend to ambush her, which, if we wait for you to catch up and alert her, would defeat the purpose.
Okay.
but she already knows we're coming. So
Not when, from where, how many, or how.
right, but that's what I'm saying. Why would you be the one to initiate the attack if we can distract it in some way by trying to play its game?
Yeah, we could ensure that we.
That way you continue,
take
like
her
you
down.
have the element of surprise.
You have this confidence born of ignorance. You think you can just walk in and impose your will. Outsmart something that is not trying to outsmart you. This is not a battle of wits. As much as you cannot defeat a typhoon in a game of dragon chess, you cannot outwit this thing.
Did you not feel its influence over you during all of that? I myself cannot really recall all that happened. It was kind of just an emotional blur. I do not know confidently that I could face this thing again without the same influence taking control.
We're already. Anything that we do, either way, is a risk. Whatever approach we take, we're already here, already in a domain of its own. So no matter which approach we take, we are gambling. But as I said before, there is no way out or back except through her. So we must decide on something.
There might be a way out of here, but not directly to a destination that
Raises an eyebrow towards you, Persephone.
it would seem that under the right circumstances, if they could be found, well, we might get out of here, but it would be directly into the hells.
Well, on
That
I
does not
This place-
sound
that
like a
doesn't sound good.
better. I don't know how or what you're talking about, Persephone, but that sounds absolutely insane. Doesn't it
And
sound insane?
after
This place
Alternatively-
is already kind of becoming a hell personally, so it's kind of a same situation.
and after
Yeah.
meeting said circumstances again, once in the hells, we could then return to the material plane. Hopefully. I mean, assuming we can, you know,
I mean,
meet the
we all
criteria.
not-
thought that.
I do not appreciate the way that she keeps using the phrase set of circumstances, but Persephone does typically seem to have things figured out, so I trust her.
Yeah, it just tends to be very sketchy on the way there, but yes, she's
We
very
just
trustworthy.
we just started beginning to understand the rules of this. We thought we'd be able to just walk in and walk out of here and look. You say that we could just go into the hells and get back to the material plane, no problem, but we don't know the rules of that place. I've not been to the hells, at least, have you?
No.
Maybe. Can't tell you, personally.
Objective.
Wouldn't remember.
And alternatively, I do have. It would take a while, granted, especially on the outside, but I could potentially get you lot home as well, I would just need rest.
So you said you're
Ah.
familiar with the Blood Wars, the Bloodlands, and everything that's. I mean, we're embroiled in this war, and the demons and the devils are opening rifts from their plane into ours, and I have the ability to open one to the hells, and it will cost the same it costs them. It will cost lives, probably, or life essence of some sort. So it's not without cost, obviously, but if we have no
With
other
the
option, if fighting this thing is like, trying to kill the wind, as you say, maybe that's not the answer.
right, and with that being said, wouldn't it going more towards the opening of a portal? You just said it costs life essence. Whose life essence are we gonna get to open a portal?
Well, there are quite a lot of seemingly living toys around here, and especially back the way we
Um,
came, dancing in a circle.
okay, yeah, no, that
But
tracks.
what if there is a way to untoys the toys?
I
Well, I
thought,
don't want to untoy the demons and devils, so
That's correct, but are also dolls, fiends, and devils, Ezekiel?
no, fair.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yes, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
I had thought that there might be a magic that could undo it. I wasn't sure whether or not to perform tests. We seem to be wanting to shout for melody, so I didn't want to. We have limited time. I mean, now time is moving differently. It's time.
right. If we need to withdraw, I know you guys want to get ahead. If we need to withdraw, there is another way home for you lot. Um, and I should be able to help you with it.
How long would that take you, Ezekiel?
It would take me 8 hours in here. I would need a full rest,
That's too
which is too
much
long.
time.
I know. It's too much time for us.
We can't trick
But
it.
why would we give up? Why would we send away these folks if they're going to do something that could help us?
Well, it seems they want to go back to their plane, and I could send them back to their plane, and I could
How
potentially
that doesn't help us get Melody back.
I could also send the spirit back to her plane. Potentially. Theoretically. Hopefully. And then we could leave this area. It would stop it might stop the spread of this. I'm gonna point kind of
It's,
like wave to everything.
I don't
Maybe
know.
if she isn't here.
I think it's too much time, and
It is.
I mean, it is time, like you said, but there's too much time going by outside. I don't.
Right, we've already
If it
been
can't
in
be
here for
trusted,
4
we can't
days.
trick it or anything like that. Then maybe their approach is the best one. And if we should just go back, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get Melody back. I don't know how we're gonna do any of it. But
Are blades and sorcery not good enough?
I
Can it
am
bleed?
in agreement with Fred. We must do something sooner rather than later. We do not have time to conduct tests, unfortunately, as much as I would like to hope we could save some dolls, but it is simply a matter of we must do what must be done.
Right.
I don't think opening portals to other realms is necessarily a good idea when we are already, weirdly enough, kind of in a portal to another realm. But if it is what we must do, then we must do it. But first we must move forward, I believe, right?
Then
Yeah.
why don't we follow the people who have been here for longer than us and obviously have a better plan and
Yes.
be done with this place?
Yeah, we could talk about portals and all this
Yes,
other stuff after.
it would be preferable to be back on the regular time with our other group of associates, comrades, perhaps.
Friends, if you dare say. I'm gonna say
That also
kind of
means
like
if we see
quietly.
a bird or a fox or whatever, we probably should kill it sooner.
We must just
Have.
accept this loss and kill them. They are merely spies at this point, yes?
I mean, like, I suppose.
We will go on ahead then. As we see you approaching, and we will notice your approach. We will begin the ambush. Hopefully, you are far enough away that she is not expecting anything, yet near enough to lend aid.
All right.
Yeah.
Mayhem watch you in your way. On your way. Oops.
He raises his cloak of silver and green leaves, and the 5 Eladrin vanish before they're 10, 15 feet away from you, almost melding into the surrounding landscape.
That's so cool. Do you think it's the cloak or do you think it's them?
They're from a different world, Feywild. Maybe that's just them. I
Could
think
be.
that's just how they look.
That's
Do
pretty
we
cool
still
though.
hear music?
No, the music has stopped. The direction that the music was coming from.
Let's keep moving then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
so this is so much. Okay, so I'm gonna look to the now just us group.
Mm-hmm.
So we're potentially dealing with a minor deity and trying to get our friends back and trying to get out of here. And
Yeah,
we
what else
might
is
go
new?
to the hells. This is great.
Always something else.
I love having our adventures, guys. This is great. Oh.
Back in the little meadow. Melody, you and Velaveria are just having a good old time. You have no idea that your friends are approaching, that the friends of your friends are approaching, both with killer intent. You're just having a little bit of a good old time.
I'm just drinking
Doesn't-
some tea, and I'm thinking of names, that spells with criteria. Bacteria. No, cafeteria. And she's just like writing all this down.
Velaveria giggles at each of them. No, not bacteria. That's silly. That's gross. No.
You're right. You don't seem to be any bacteria-like person. So, how about wisteria?
Oh, I don't know if that's a word or not, but it sounds good.
That's the best thing about being a bard is you can just make up anything, and it goes along with the flow.
Like Mysteria. Velaveria. So
Mysteria.
Mysteria.
Yeah, Valiveria, so mysterious. She's just like singing along with her. She's thinking to herself, I never want to leave. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? And at that moment.
Oh, God.
So.
Am I with them fireball? No, I'm joking.
You're not with the fireball, is it?
No, I'm joking.
So, but all of you are within. You see, you start to hear some, like, kind of a little bit disharmonized singing. You recognize Melody's voice as they're kind of shout singing this, and it carries through the trees as if the trees and the surrounding area itself are echoing the song of Melody and Velaveria. You are within sight as you see a shimmer. Fred, Bishop, everyone else.
You notice the silver and green flash of one of the Eladrin's cloaks. And they move in. Melody, as you and Veliveria are singing, suddenly you hear the sound, and you know the sound of an arrow being released from a bow. You don't know from where, and it actually sounds like there are multiple. Before you even see the area, Veliveria has disappeared from your sight, vanishing immediately in front of you as two arrows pass in front of your vision. Out of your peripheral, you can see Veliveria is now hovering, levitating a dozen feet in the air as 5 hooded, shrouded, elf-like creatures make their way into the clearing. Bishop, Frederica, Persephone, Francesca, and Ezekiel, as well as Suggestion. What are you guys doing? The sound of engagement has begun. You are perhaps 150 feet away, and there is a lot of trees and such in the way.
Can Melody like hold onto an action like she's about to gosh, it's been a while since I looked at my spells. Gonna can I prepare a hypnotic pattern?
Well, right now you kind of they're doing their surprise round, so
Oh,
you
gotcha.
were not expecting this. Yeah.
I would like to do something. If are we doing it in order by?
What
Yeah,
are
should
you
we do
wishing to
initiative?
do?
Yeah, should we do initiative? I want to do a summon celestial.
As you're 150 feet away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna make a more reasonable request of I would just like to dash closer.
Yeah,
That is a
that's
more
what I was
reasonable request.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like if we're
Yeah,
hearing
I'd like to
combat, I
just
think we start running.
dash,
Yeah.
you know.
You can do whatever you want, Ezekiel.
Play however
I
you
want to
want.
summon celestial, specifically the Avenger mode.
I hope
Okay.
this thing doesn't try to kill me. It's so
All right.
bad.
So as you guys are rushing forward, maybe about 2-3 seconds after the first shot was fired, Melody, you have a much closer view of this, but even so, those of you dashing can see it. The sound of the waxen child's voice, the sound of Veliveria.
Who goes
That
there?
is not how we play. And you watch as from the back, one of the Eladrin seems to have gone stiff as you dash forward. Francesca, Bishop, anybody else that's running forward, Fred maybe, seems to go stiff. And then not collapses, but kind of listlessly floats forward and then falls and begins to slowly descend, now flat, two-dimensional, like a paper cutout, fluttering in
Oh.
the breeze. Melody, as you're saying this, another in front of you, one of the Eldrin comes, and in a flash, like a light being shown through a prism, they are gone. And in front of you, in their place, is a small glass marble. Inside, a tiny version of the Eladin pounding silently against glass, resting on the grass.
Melody's
This is all happening in the same moment. 2 more of the Eladrin are shrunk to the size of the doll as they rush in next to the leader. Their limbs kind of carrying out the momentum that they were running in with, but going ragdoll until they collapse and clutch at the leader's boots, silently crying and staring up at him with the last bit of free will and ability they have. You should have just played nice. And you watch as, like origami, the last Eladrin folds in on himself until he resembles just a crude paper doll version of himself, and within about 4 or 5 seconds of the first shots being fired, it's all over.
Who were those people? What is that? And she's taking down all the marbles and toys and pretty much what they were. I mean, what they are now.
That's what happens when you don't play nice. If you're mean, you need to be put in timeout. And the marble, the dolls all float into a little toy chest off to the side, kind of near the where the tea party is set up. And the chest shuts closed. Velaveria continues to float and hover listlessly in the area, the center of the clearing. Upside down, gravity any just drifting along.
Valeria, what you did was impressive, but you mentioned that they weren't playing nice. And you mentioned my friends didn't play nice before you. You wouldn't do that to them, right? I mean, you have me after all. That's all who you need to worry about. You know, I'll never leave you. I promise. I just don't want to see my friends, become that. I mean, I don't think they'd be happy.
It's only if everyone plays nice, there won't be a problem. I don't know why that's so hard for so many people to understand. I just want everyone to be nice. I just want everyone to play nice. Everybody
Right.
else, what are you guys doing?
I would like to send my Summon Celestial up into the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
As I continue towards the with the rest of the group.
Okay.
Continue towards
Rest of the group.
Rest of the group, brother, you sound like you're proceeding by yourself.
Suggestions is like, yeah.
Me and Bishop up at
We're
the
doing
front, like,
we're doing the fucking lawn avalanche scene right now.
I don't know what kind of power you believe Helm gives you, but
Oh no,
Wait.
I didn't think we were gonna fight the minor goddess in the first place. So
Did we even see that though? We were even in range to see
Oh yeah,
that.
those that were dashing
yeah, it was
forward
150
did. Yes.
feet.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Mhm.
Okay.
You maybe didn't see like the details of like the marble and everything, but the rest pretty much yeah.
Did we hear people getting paper-fied?
saw
Sure,
people-
whatever that sounds
you
like.
freaking
Yeah.
people freaking disappearing is enough for me.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
Yeah.
your friend does not look kind. They won't be received in kind.
I'm just gonna be like, Melody! As I'm like dashing forward. Not even like, I'm just gonna pretend all that didn't happen. I'm just gonna be like, hey girl, Melody! How are you? Oh my god,
That
so
is-
good to see you again.
That is the
And me, I'm
better
just gonna
approach.
kind of slow my pace a little, like kind of like, what the fuck did I just
Yeah.
see? You know, like
Yeah, I definitely slowed down, but I'm like pretending it didn't happen. I'm like, oh my god, girl! Yeah! You look great!
Suddenly, like Melody, you notice like all of that chaos happened, but as soon as it's come, it's gone. Velaveria is not caught up on it. She's back to humming her delightful little nursery rhymes, kind of floating up there. As everybody except for what? Suggestion? Like, is Suggestion just like, fuck this?
No, I'm not going anywhere near this. Like, my offer stands.
Yeah.
I'm going over there.
All right.
Come on, guys, it's so much fun. Come on over.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna start
she's so
heading.
sweet.
I will go. I'll follow. I'm
I'm
gonna
going to go away.
follow her lead.
All right. Could I move my piece over to Melody's?
Yeah, can I
Sure.
also go over to
Yeah.
Melody? Hey,
Okay,
girl,
okay, so you guys
hey!
are walking up. Okay, you guys are into. Hold.
Jessica, Ezekiel. Oh my gosh. You guys are alive. You guys are safe. Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun. Guys, I made a new friend and we're going to have so much tea. Francesca, what tea do you like? I can make a tea for you. I can make a tea. Zeke, no
Francesca
more
is
tuna.
gonna very protectively hug Melody and like put a hand on her head and like kind of glare over her shoulder at the child. As in like a "don't you ever touch my child ever again or I will kill you"
Hold
kind of
on.
motion.
Wait, you guys are just rushing up.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, we're not rushing
Yep.
up yet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm not allowed to touch. I'm only allowed to look at the merchandise.
Yeah, don't touch my toys.
Wait, okay.
So, Otier, as everyone else rushes ahead, kind of stays back watching Frederica go, watching Francesca, Ezekiel, Bishop. He's walking up but notices Suggestion and Persephone lagging behind. This is not what we came here for.
No, not at all.
I do not see how this changes anything. Often, at least from what I've experienced, in a journey, in anything in life, well, my father once told me, the two most difficult steps in any journey are the first and the last. Don't exactly. Something tells me this is the last step. We've come this far. I've come this far. And he just starts walking ahead. All right. Persephone, Suggestion. What are you two doing? Just hanging out? Walking away? Going, finding a different path? Up to y'all.
If we are to get out of here, if it truly needs to be through that thing, our next steps must be perfectly calculated.
I have no way to calculate that.
Then we must be prepared for anything, no matter what. This is not my last step.
Is Suggestion moving forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going with him, Persephone?
No.
Okay. Just sitting down, having a picnic, or what are you doing?
Um, don't know if I'm in a picnicking mood.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Persephone.
Oh, my bad. Oops.
I think I'm just gonna go up as high as I can.
Sure. So, as the rest of you, some of you have seen this child before, others, this will be your first time. As you walk into the little clearing, you can see the different play areas set up, many different toys and little tables and chairs. The area is thick with the scent of flowers and something like candle wax. The air, before meeting up with Melody, in the moments before you spot her and she spots you, hangs heavy with a dreamlike hush, and the edges of your vision do glimmer and sparkle just at the very, very corners of your periphery. There, the first thing that you see is a child, a girl, seemingly no more than 7 or 8 years old, barefoot, wild haired, and humming a little melody that pulls at a memory you can't place. Around her, there are the dozens of dolls that she has laid out with an unsettling care. Like, it's not random, sporadic, it's neat, organized, maybe something that you wouldn't expect from a young child. Tiny wooden and cloth figures in the likeness of animals, knights, dryads, even devils. Some are pristine, others seem to have been broken, or at least at one point. She doesn't acknowledge you at first, save for a flicker of her eyes. Then she smiles as she recognizes some of you coming through, smiling more at some than others. Floating with her, not a doll, not a toy, but the body of a man, the body of an elf. She's brushing his hair, lying robed but utterly still. His chest rises and falls in a slow, steady rhythm. Suspended, preserved, unconscious. You know him. It's Sunlar.
Oh shit.
And she just lays there, or sits there, hovering dozen feet above the forest floor, brushing through his once wild hair like her. Seems like she's been giving him particular care, so he actually looks a bit neater, a bit cleaner than you knew him to look, and at first it took a little bit to recognize because of that. But as you make this realization, let's go ahead and take a break.
I'm ready to be Doodle Bob.
Are we back? Hello.
Yeah.
Howdy. Welcome back. So, most of you are now, if not in the clearing itself, reuniting with Melody, then at the tree line, like Suggestion perhaps, or flying above it, like Persephone. From your view above, you can see into the clearing, Persephone, depending on how close you get. Could you make a perception check for me? Or rather, how close are you willing to get as you see the clearing below? It looks like a little bit like a playground, like maybe similar to what even like your backyard, at least when at least in the times before your mom would come out and yell at you to clean it up, might have looked like, or at least notes of the very same.
So, very cautiously, if I can see that there's something floating, I would not get any closer than, like 120 feet at most to it. Like, that would be as
Okay.
close as I would get.
Gotcha. Make a perception check. That's pretty far away to make out detail. So we'll see.
That's a 16.
16. Okay. You can see her floating there. A little child with a much taller humanoid figure, hovering as well, laid out horizontally. Red hair, but that's all the detail you can make out. You can hear the voices of Melody and the others as they reconvene. Down there in the meadow, Velivaria, she descends back to the ground, her bare feet touching down as Sunlar's form comes to rest gently in front of her. She steps around him and kind of stays back a bit as you guys are all rushing to each other, a little bit bashful. So what are you guys doing? You guys came up? You see Melody?
I'm giving her that protective hug I described,
Yes.
pulling her head into my breastplate.
Yep. It's very,
Cold.
cold, hard.
A little smoky.
Not really
Buzzing.
a motherly embrace, but the intent is.
Melody, thank God you're okay. I was worried we would find you in doll form, but you are looking good.
Oh, she's like trying to struggle to breathe.
Oh, sorry, and I'll let her go.
Francesca! Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. That armor is so cold. Wow, I don't think I've really touched it before. But anyways, but I'm fine. I'm fine. And what do you mean by doll, Francesca? I'm a little confused.
Just keep it on the down low.
Uh-huh. Doll? Oh, you mean like these dolls over here? Like she's like pointing at all the other dolls. I don't know how that happened, but she has these really nice detailed dolls, and we just want to play, Francesca. You'll come and
I'm
stay
gonna
and
point
play.
at the people that just got turned into toys, like the toy box. I'd be like, this how's that happened? Come on, Melody.
Melodies is gonna like tilt her head to the side and just look at Francesca and say, they just weren't playing nice.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Hey, Melody. I'm gonna look at Francesca and kind of do like the it's not gonna work like hand motion to my neck like nah.
Ezekiel, what are you talking about? Aren't you here to play too? I mean,
Oh yeah. No, I am.
oh, I'm
Just
so
don't worry about.
excited.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of pat her on the head, and then I want to
Mhm.
walk past her
Mm-hmm.
towards the child.
Mm-hmm. As you do, she looks up at you. The eyes go wide, like she seemed a bit bashful, a bit nervous at first, but she recognizes you, and she kind of bounces up on the balls of her feet, clasping her hands in clasping her hands in one another as Her hair seems to shift colors with like excitement, changing from this golden blonde to a green. Her curls bouncing as she springs in place.
I'm gonna give her a very warm, like, cheek to cheek smile. So, this is you.
You found me. Yes. She sways in place, the sort of tattered, little bit dirty dress swishing around her as she does. So, we can keep. Now everyone's here. We can keep playing, right? You're here to play. You were playing so good before. It was so much fun, and then you. It made me sad a bit.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just didn't want your toy to get broken. And we can play some, but like I said, we do have to go eventually.
Hmm.
But,
No, you don't.
how come?
It's just. What do you mean? Of course you don't. Why would you? I mean, you're here and you can stay here. That's why you don't have to go.
And Melody kind of like leans forward to Ezekiel, whispering in his ear, Zeke, you just got here. Why would you want to leave? This
Oh,
is a great place to be. Don't leave.
it's,
I don't want to
it's
lose
not
you
leaving
again.
now. No, I'm not leaving now, and I'm not losing you. It's more to the effect of eventually we will have, well, not half, right? We won't have to go, but we will want to go.
Wait,
Hmm.
you would want to go? Veli, this is Ezekiel and Francesca. Ezekiel, this is Veli. And we're gonna come and stay and play with you. And I should probably make tea.
I like those two. They were fun. That one played with me a lot, and that one, I liked your drawings. They're really pretty.
Well, thank
Francesca,
you.
you can draw?
At least someone appreciates them. And I'm gonna glance it back towards suggestion again.
Hey, Belly, right?
Yeah, you can call me Veli. Yes, I like it. No one's called me that before.
You're the one that colored the pictures in.
Oh, maybe. I hope it wasn't overstepping.
No,
That's all I
no, it was very pretty. It was a
My
group
bird
effort.
simply was not complete without all the colors. How was I supposed to make it look like the way you do, with your beautiful puppets?
I'm gonna kind of like point to Francesca. Exactly.
She kind of steps a little bit behind, not behind you, but in so that her vision of Fred and Bishop are a bit more blocked by you and Francesca.
Yeah.
We all saw Soonlar's
Yes, you
puppet
all saw
toy.
Soonlar, and I've just been
Okay.
ignoring him this.
Okay, I was like, I'm just gonna lean my head towards like Fred a little bit and be like, that's Soonlar, right? That's that doll is Soonlar.
It's not a doll.
Or that puppet. Puppet?
No,
No,
Toy?
no, no.
doesn't. No.
It's just his body.
Oh, it's just his
Yep.
actual body.
Full
It's
actual size. He looks
Full-
like
oh.
it's breathing like rhythmically, slowly,
Oh.
up, down. He looks, but the only thing about it is looks maybe a bit like manicured, like the hair's been brushed. It's been cared
You got
after.
Betty?
He got cared after by Veli here.
Wow.
Hair brushed, cleaned
Spa
up.
day?
Yeah. Maybe a change of clothes. He's not wearing the clothes recognized him in. Much more colorful robes.
Okay. Anyways, the same thing.
Right, that's Sular. That's what the hell? This is what are we supposed to do?
Um, Fred is a bit stiff. She's kind of like looming closer to the trees and just watching them. Not like she doesn't want to be so close. Because she doesn't really want to interact with it almost. Just kind of watching it move around. Is there any way I can like maybe look around? Because I don't know if that's really it. Like,
You want
I
to
don't know, just
like try to verify if it's Soonlar? Make a. How
Oh,
close are you trying to get? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're asking?
um wait, I'm sorry. How far is it from where we are? Ow.
I mean, not far. You guys are all in the clearing. She's not keep you. The only thing keeping you at bay at this caution.
I guess I'll like try to get like I'm moving closer, but like slowly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If allowed, how close would you get?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how close are you trying to get?
Here?
I don't know what here means.
Oh.
Just like we're not on a combat map now.
Oh, maybe like not like in the by the opening, right before it opens up, or sorry, I keep referring to the map. Just closer, like maybe 15 feet, 10 feet. I don't know.
Okay. Like to Soonlar or to his body or to everybody else?
I guess towards Sunar.
Okay.
I'd
She
follow.
does stand by him as if like sort of protective. She is wary of those getting closer.
Um, hey,
She goes and she tugs at Ezekiel's robe, kind of with more and more urgency. Bishop and Fred get closer.
It's okay, Ben.
Them. They're the ones that broke my toy. Don't let them break anything else.
I promise they won't.
You promise?
The records, the
Yes.
toys they showed us was no longer broken, so maybe you should let them help out with your other broken toys, or the ones that have seen better days.
She stands there before Ezekiel, as you say. That's after, asking if you promise. She lifts an arm up towards you, Ezekiel, with a single extended pinky.
I'm going to say, to the best of my abilities, I promise. And I'm going to do a pinky promise.
Okay.
well,
She
you just
laughs
did a
and nods, and then. And
Boys
then
making fucking deals with the Fae, idiot. Fucking dumbass.
no. I'm joking. I don't know if that's true, but that
I'm
would be funny.
not.
That would be really funny. It would be really funny if that is like, well, no, that was the pact right there. You're fucked. Sorry.
so. But they did break it, she says to Francesca, and then they stole it too. That wasn't nice. But I let them go because they're Melody's friends and they're your friends too. And Melody says that they're nice, so I'll believe her.
Hey, it's Veli, right? Did I hear that? Veli?
No, Veni.
Mm-hmm.
Valley, yeah. Name is Bishop. I'm sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. We didn't know how you like to play, and we just maybe we got ahead of ourselves, and reason why I'm getting so close is because I just realized this is our friend too. We didn't know he was with you. Name's Soonlar. You been taking care of him?
He's mine now. I found him. He was broken when I got him, cracked down the middle. So I put him somewhere soft, somewhere quiet. He's dreaming now. Dreaming is better than bleeding.
What do you mean he was broken down the middle? He was.
Correct. Right
He was-
down the middle. And she lifts the robe enough to the point where you can see his torso. This scar cutting right down the center. Stitch
Oh,
back up. And it looks like around the edges are airy. Not flesh, but porcelain. And then the porcelain that's right around the wound, right around the stitch, fades into normal flesh tones.
Um. Well, thank you for saving our friend. I'm surprised you didn't notice him, Melody. You didn't notice this was Soonlar?
So I was still getting tea, right? So as I'm like getting like the teas, like I hear Bishop and like I just like drop everything and like I just rush over to Bishop right now and I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna like put my arms over his shoulder and just say, Bishop, you meet Belly. Oh my gosh, Belly, this is Bishop. He's like my knight in shining
I
armor.
met you all at the same time. Are you playing pretend, Melody?
Oh right,
I've
right.
met
I
him
just
before.
Right. It's just it's been so long. Gosh, time just flies by. You're right, but I'm so glad you're safe, Bishop. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Veli took good care of all the toys, So please don't break them again, please.
Well, I'm not trying to break them. I'm just saying this is our friend, right? Hey, I know you're taking care of our friend. When do you think he's gonna wake up? Thank you for saving him.
I don't know. I find lots of my toys start off broken. I've gotten really good at fixing them, but they're broken and, well, a lot of them.
Oh.
It's better.
Well,
It's better when they're fixed.
oh,
And
yeah, I can see that. But you've been taking good care of Melody, it seems like, and I just start I pet
she's
Melody on
fun.
the head, if I just start petting her on the head, like I don't know, like I'm just trying to blend in here.
Okay.
Yeah, like um.
So, are we going to play? What do you guys want to play? I'm sorry. I'm a bit nervous.
Veli, it seems like we're gonna have tea. Do you mind if we talk over tea?
Sounds fun.
All right.
What kind of tea did you make this time, Melody?
You're
I
muted, I think. Oh, there you
um well, I did make some nice herbal tea, but it seems to have spilled a bit, So just me spilling the tea. I'll go make some more. Does anyone have a specific flavor? Anyone? And she's just like staring at Bishop longer.
Whatever your favorite tea is the tea I want to have, Melody.
Yeah. Zeke, Fran, and Veli, would you care for some tea?
Valley
Everyone.
hops up and down and claps and begins to head over to the area where the little tea party is set up. All little chairs, not enough chairs for all, not enough table for all of you, as a matter of fact. But she sits down at the in one of the tables and kind of is eagerly bouncing, waiting for you guys to join. And in that excitement, Suggestion, who is standing a ways back at the entrance to this clearing, as well as Persephone, who's hovering in the air. Suggestion, one of these strange-looking squirrels has clamped down onto one of your bootstraps and is kind of tugging you towards, as if saying, "Come on, let's play." And air, Persephone, you've got a bird that is tugging at your cloak down towards the clearing as well.
Gonna turn around, I guess now, just kind of realizing that Persephone is not there. Look down at the squirrel and say, just a moment. One of my friends trailed off. Shirley will be joining us soon. I am merely just awaiting for her to come back.
Okay. Persephone?
Okay, so obviously Persephone cannot see who the entity is that's there, but it's a person and they're not a toy as far as she can tell, and maybe they might be able to help us. So, this is what's going on in her mind, and so she's going to start crying a bit. And she'll be like, maybe I know that person. Maybe that's someone. And she's going to start flying towards the person laying on the ground or floating just above.
Yeah. So at this point, Sunar is laying on the ground, and as you get close, you do recognize him.
So then Persephone begins to say, "Oh no, 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 no. Please, no, no. Is he okay? Is he alive? Is there something? How can I, what's wrong with him? Oh no, no, no." And she's like really, really crying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are you going right up to Sunar as close as you can?
Oh yes, I've disregarded anything else that was going on because, I need to
Okay.
sell this.
So you see this or hear this suggestion and see Persephone. As you do see this, darting across the field is Veli, and don't touch him. Don't leave him alone. Don't touch him. He's very fragile right now. Don't touch him. You might break him. He's already been broken. Don't want him broken again.
Oh no, not broken. What do you mean broken? He's breathing, isn't he? I mean, how do I fix this?
You don't do anything. Just break him more. You don't know what to do. He's mine. I found him. I'm fixing him.
No, but I know him. You haven't seen him. He's so brilliant, and now he's just laying here.
Persephone! Ezekiel's gonna say from across the, I guess, the field at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we come over here. We can talk about it more. He's fine.
Oh, Persephone, would you also like some tea? And do you mind putting that doll down, please? We don't want to break any more toys around here.
He's not a dog.
What is wrong with all
Well,
of
he
you?
was
Listen,
broken.
he was broken, and he's still made of flesh. He's not a dog.
And
I'm gonna
Belly
kind
is
of like sharply
fixing
look at
him.
Melody.
Yeah, Veli's fixing them, so everything's gonna be okay, right? We're good.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
having tea, right? Yeah.
He will be fine.
And you guys are gonna stop touching the toys around here. Veli has everything under control.
Well, I'm okay with sharing if we decide we want to play. We haven't even decided what. I mean, we're playing Tea Party now. Everybody, we're playing Tea Party now.
I'll put on some music. You guys just settle in. Oh, Veli, can we make the dolls dance? We can show them. We can show them what we can do together.
Go ahead and make a performance check, Melody.
Yippee! And that is a 28. Ooh.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. The entire little meadow comes alive for this tea party. As you know, the tea is delicious, the music is grand, and Veliveria seems very caught up in all the excitement, dancing around with Melody as she sings and plays. The toys and dolls that haven't been put in timeout are also bouncing and dancing around.
I
She
do the thing
seems
where I sneakily throw my tea out over my shoulders that I don't have to like awkwardly have it leak out of my body.
Gotcha. That is awkward when you just start leaking involuntarily.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
want people to think I
something-
pissed myself. So
yeah. So yep, she doesn't notice nor take offense. It
perfect,
seems.
awesome.
I don't
So-
want to participate in the tea party, but I guess I would get closer towards go towards Persephone.
Mhm.
Um, and I guess kind of like tap her on the shoulder. Um, I don't know how to fix him, but I'm getting more irritated with the time going by. I don't want to play Persephone.
We have to wake
You
him.
understand?
We have to wake him. We have to see if he's in there somehow. I don't know how. I'm trying to think of a way. I mean, don't we? We have to save him. And Persephone's just
What if
kind of,
killing it
how could we
is the way?
possibly do
I don't
that?
know. If we play, we lose. That's how I feel.
I don't think
It doesn't feel right.
that you're wrong, but I don't think that we can. We first have to see if he's in there. She said he's broken. Because what are we going to do? Just. I mean, you saw what happened when she was attacked. It wasn't an attack. It wasn't. It is, as I said, trying to fight the wind. Like, you won't win that.
Then I don't know what to do. Don't want to play with it.
Okay, so don't. So talk to Sunlaw with me. Quietly. Remind him, see if we can get through somehow.
So as Melody keeps playing her music, as Veli continues to dance around and puppet her toys, Persephone, you begin to approach Sunlar.
Yes,
Bishop,
but I won't
Francesca.
actually touch him.
Okay. The rest of you notice Persephone skulking around. Persephone, could you make a stealth check, please? As you approach Sunla. The rest of you know, except for Melody, who's in the midst of performing, notice Persephone trying to sneak by to get to Sunlar's side.
That's a 13.
Okay. Luckily, it seems Melody's performance is such that she does not notice you. You get right up to Sunlar, though there are times when you notice her twirling or dancing about that you're kind of freeze, stop, nervous that she might see you close to one of her dear toys. Could you make a medicine check?
That's a 19.
Well, what are you trying to do? Is that what you're trying to do? Just like see what the state of him is, like physically? I didn't want to.
Well, yes, and also see if there's a way to wake him without touching him, like just speaking with him, maybe a
Okay.
familiar voice, because he seems to be asleep.
He seems to be unconscious. Yes, he seems to be breathing. You feel his breath. He does not react at all to sound. His chest rises and falls with each breath. He's alive, unconscious, comatose. You don't see the wound, as his robe has now recovered it. That's what you get without touching him.
Well,
Could I try approaching? I'm not sure if I'm with her or I have to roll, like,
Well, if you're going with, you need to make a stealth check too, yeah.
damn. Bueno.
Bueno.
Everyone else, I guess, just pretending to drink tea. Watching the sisters sneak along.
Um,
Prob
Ezekiel's talking to
That's crazy. 9.
Belly.
Okay. As you're talking to Veli. Frederica, on your approach, walking up to Sunlar with Persephone, you end up stepping on some marbles and losing your balance. Not enough to send you toppling, but enough to make you make an involuntary sound as you regain your footing, making a fair bit of noise. Ezekiel, you see Veli notice this. And she goes to turn and see what caused the sound.
So, Veli, you said that you were fixing Sunlar, right? Our friend?
Yeah, I was. I fixed him real good. He's right. So instead of looking to turn at Frederica, instead Veli goes and looks at Sunlar, now that I mentioned, and points and is about to explain, but then sees Persephone knelt over.
Oh.
She storms up to you, rushing. No, 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 kid! Wait, I told you to touch him!
I haven't.
Why
I'm so worried.
is it so hard for everyone to just play nice
I
and
am.
follow the rules?
I haven't broken a
They-
rule. I didn't touch him. You said you fixed him. I don't know what's wrong with him and I'm worried. Can't you see that? Haven't you ever worried about something? You worry about him too. But I knew him before he was broken. Before he was like this.
Turns, sees you, sees. Why are you here? I wanted to play, but looks to suggestion. Looks to everybody that didn't even bother coming to the tea party. If you don't want to play, why are you here? The dolls fall from their space in the air where they had been suspended on invisible, fall softly to the ground.
My dear, I'm here because I care. Because too many people have disappeared and too many people have been hurt or broken, as you say. Because I don't want more people to be broken. I want you to be able to play.
You all came into my room. Came here.
Your room isn't where it should be.
My room is where I want it to be. I like it here. It's fun here. It's my room. You can't tell me what to do in my room.
Oh no, of course not. I can't presume to do that. But I can tell you why I'm here. I'm here because I care, because I'm worried, because you love your toys, don't you?
Of course. Of course.
So you understand then, if someone took your toy away, you would want to go find it, right? Because you love your toy.
I don't like it when people mess with my toys. I don't like it when people mess with my room.
We didn't know that this was your room when we came in. We came looking for our friends. Because we love them like you love your toys. And he is one of them. I motion at Sunla. You know, you said not to touch, and so I won't, but I'm frightened.
Why are you scared?
Because I don't know if he's going to be okay.
I'm fixing him. He came. He was broken. And I fixed him. And I'm fixing him. But he needs his rest. That does not.
Were you
You
broken?
want him. You want to take him.
Our whole world needs him. I understand that he's become special to you. But he saved us. He saved all of us. And we don't. I understand that he's special. Really, I do. But those mean bad things that he turned into whatever that were dancing in the treetops, they're invading our world. They're taking everything. They're hurting people, killing them.
Can you
And
make a charisma check? Just charisma. Not persuasion, not.
that's a 15.
Okay. She looks at you, and there's a flicker of like understanding, but then she shakes her head. The mossy green bouncing to and she does. Don't want any of this. I just wanted to play. I just want to play. Melody, Melody.
What's going on? What's going on around here? You're not upset, are you?
She looks at you, almost as if at a loss for words, but points at Sunlar. You're my friend, so you wouldn't lie to me, right? Do you want to take him? Do they want to take him?
I I I don't know what they want. I can find out. Kai's, and she's looking over at Persephone and Fred. What are you guys trying to do? You're not trying to take him, are you? He's fine. Just play with us already, please. I'll make some tea. Fred, you haven't said anything. Do you want to play?
What's wrong with you, Melody? This isn't a game. That's Sunlar. That could be us. But you don't seem to
No.
care.
There's a
Yes.
flicker of something. Velivaria's disposition changes, as if having an epiphany. All right, that's it then. A game. It is a game. Of course it is. That's the answer. That's the answer to everything. We'll play game. And if you win, you can take any one of my toys that you want.
Ooh, what kind of game are we gonna play? You know what? I think that sounds fair. What do you think, Fred? Let's play a game, and then you guys can just take whatever toys you want, including Sunlar. What do you say? Oh, wait,
What's
are we
if
doing teams?
we should be in on this.
and what if yes, and what if we lose said game?
Oh, that is a good question. Yeah, Veli, I don't think my friends brought toys with them. Is there what do we get if we lose? I mean, what are we gonna do? Are we doing a team game? Can I be on your team?
I don't think so, because you all came in here together. And if I win, or if you lose, what I want. She grabs the hem of Melody's cloak or skirt or whatever you're wearing.
Uh-huh. Melody's is kind of looking at Veli, a little bit frightened at this point, or confused more, like.
You let her stay. If I win.
Francesca's fists are just gonna clench and she's gonna resist, like, shouting.
Looking around, waiting for a response and gauging your expressions.
No.
Her face drops to
That's
a
not.
stern scowl. Or I can keep you all.
Bishop.
Moment. So, you will give us safe passage out of here.
Oh, of course. Either way, I guess that would be fair. That would be the nice thing to do. So if you
play
win,
your-
you can
Mhm.
take Soonla. If that's his name, I didn't have a name. That's his name though. And you leave. If I win, you leave. You leave Melody and I alone so that we can play and you don't bother us anymore.
What kind of are we to play?
Suggestion: you cannot consider Melody as a bargaining piece.
He's not a toy.
Uh,
Well,
What kind
she's
as
of
it
my
is right
friend.
game
now,
do you mean to play?
Yeah,
She
she's
goes,
our friend too.
She counts. One of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the 7 of you, not including Melody. So we play a number of games, and the first one to win 4 is the winner. But we do all kinds of things. Memory games, maybe skip rope, hide and seek.
uh, do you mind?
Melody, why aren't you saying
Melody,
anything?
I, because
Because what?
yes,
You do not value yourself beyond a bargaining piece in some silly thing? Come on, speak for yourself. Do not let this
Yeah.
child take possession of you like one of her toys. Unless you're just going to let her turn you into a doll and dance you around,
Francesca,
I
you're
thought you were
right.
better than
I-
this.
I do have a voice. And she's gonna stand next to pretty much on like next to Veli.
Mm-hmm.
I accept Veli. I'll stay with you if we lose. And
Francesca's
that's
mega
forever.
punch a tree.
oh my. Okay.
Um, no game. You're just
But-
going to stay with her.
But my friends get to leave if we lose. Right, Veli? And
She
if we
looks up at
win,
you.
we all go.
She looks up and there's a little bit of, sadness at the prospect of loss, it seems, but she, with a finger, places a cross over where her heart would be. And I promise, it's the rules of the game. We have to follow the rules.
Yeah. Yippies! And here's the secret, Veli. If anything, I can always come by and visit you,
You
even if we
would?
win. Yeah! Of course!
That
That's
makes
a
me happy.
promise.
That makes well, maybe now it won't be so bad if I lose. Okay. Well, looking to everybody. So, the first to 4 wins. The first game is gonna be a memory game. Who wants to play? Only one of you can.
I'm gonna glare at suggestion.
Ezekiel has like a hand over his head, just like grimacing hard. All you can see is his mouth.
How many
Great.
seconds was it for the initial group to turn? Or
3 to 4. They died in
3 to 4,
4
and that
seconds.
was them ambushing her, not standing
Yeah.
right in front of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was with the
3 to
surprise round. He's like, nah.
3 to 4 was
I'm not
since the
surprised.
arrows started. Yeah.
Hmm.
bueno, guys.
Oh.
Sorry. Hold on.
We're kind of down to a game.
All right, first game, a memory game. She's asking for a single participant, one representative. Who will it be?
I feel as though Persephone or suggestion would best represent us in this field.
um,
Or maybe you, priest boy. You have lots of religious stories to remember.
mm, Yes, memory
Perhaps,
not the best. You can ask the rest of them.
perhaps, yes. I mean, he's always got his nose buried in a book.
But does he make much progress through that book?
Fair point. Perhaps maybe Helm will assist him.
Oh, godly guidance during our time of need.
You, Zeke. You got this. You're a very smart kid. I mean, sometimes, but I believe in you. And she shoves him in front of the group. Go on, play a game.
I am 100% going to pretend that this is because of whatever influence you're clearly under, and I'm not going to get mad at you. Oh, Helm, grant me patience. Am I the one doing this? Am I the one doing this? Are we sure? No one
I
else?
certainly am not. We all know what my memory is like.
Well, yeah, that's a very good point. You're the last one we would send in for this.
Um,
You are
Okay,
the
right.
most faithful, and say I need a little bit of
What does that have to
proof
do
of
with
that
memory
faith.
games?
I'm gonna raise my hand.
It's you. Okay, this should be fun. You seemed very happy. So that's good. Okay. So here's how this memory game. You're going to
Okay.
tell me about a happy memory that you had. One very happy memory that you had. And then you're going to make up a memory. And if I can guess the fake memory, I win. If I don't, you win.
Hmm.
Two truths and a lie, baby.
Uh,
One
So-
truth and a lie at this one.
one truth and a lie. Yeah, I was about to say this is a 50-50, man. Huh. Ah,
I was expecting to flip over cards or pictures of fish or something.
yeah, man. Oh, man. Hmm. When let me think of one.
And something else. I think it would be fun
Yes.
if, like our big game, has sticks. You get something if you win, and I get that with the little games as well. So go on.
Okay.
Wait.
When I was younger,
Hold on. What is the stake here? What's at stake?
oh, the stake is 1 point towards getting our friend, both of our friends, or 1 point to getting no one and being forced to leave. That's the stake.
No, that's the
It's
overall. She
wonderful.
said, what about the individual game? You didn't ask what was. Never mind.
For every little game, if you win, I'll give you a little something, and if I win, I'll take a. Nothing big. I promise.
I'm glaring harder a suggestion now, you fucking asshole. Gonna driving this fucking shit.
I'm so happy I'm doing this.
I
If
fucking
you have
hate the fucking faith.
Same, brother.
Ezekiel's always been the best at lying, guys.
Yeah.
Always been the greatest. Yeah. When I was younger, I have this memory where I was with my uncle. It was during my training. We went to the woods and we stayed there for about a year's time. It was general readiness training. But on this escapade, he had me run through the forest every morning. And as I did, There was one morning where I tripped over a tree root and I had fell all the way down a steep hill
Oh no.
where he found me many hours later because I was knocked out.
That doesn't
And
sound like a happy
apparently,
memory.
it wasn't a happy memory until the way he woke me up was by he just came over, he picked me up. I remember waking up on his back, and he promised me after many a nights in the woods that he would gather up the supplies to make one of my favorite meals, and I was carried back to our cabin on piggyback. It was a great memory.
Hmm.
And then my other memory was when I was a child. I had been doing my religious studies as I am a cleric of Helm, and it was hmm, this is me taking a break. I'm trying to I'm trying to think because I am having to make both of these up on the spot.
That is true. They're both
Um,
liars.
blah, blah.
I have no happy memories.
I am darkness. I am the night.
I am suggested.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing we didn't send him. I've never had a happy memory, actually. Both of them were lies.
Oh.
I have plenty of
Haha.
happy memories. I don't know who wants to hear them.
That one
No
time we
one's
went to
asked.
eat at a restaurant. What? And I paid. That was a good memory. Fuck you.
As I had been doing my religious studies, I had set up candles across my room, and I went to sleep with the candles still going.
Oh no.
I woke up, and my my dad thought it would be funny to put all of the candles in different places across the house. The reason for this was just to be weird. He put them, one was in the bathtub, one was in the kitchen sink, the other was outside on the front porch. And I needed all of them to be able to do my religious studies. I couldn't lose them because if I lost them, I would have to go tell the chief parishioner that I had lost them. And I was very exacerbated, but my dad was laughing very heartily the whole time. And he said, well, you were going to burn the house down. And when I had found them all, just because of the oddity of the places and how hard he was laughing, he wasn't mocking me. He was just laughing because he thought it was funny. And I don't know, something about that connection with my dad was just very important to me. And
Is
it was
you
annoying at the
that's a
time, but it was a
funny
happy
prank?
memory now.
Ah,
Yeah,
you were.
it was a funny prank
It's funny
now.
because that's not where candles go.
It isn't, not at all.
She looks at you, gazing into your eyes, tries to decipher which is the truth, which is a lie. Could you make a deception check?
Sure. Let me go ahead. Boop, 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 boop. My heart's beating. Oh, my +1 to deception. Yay. Could I cast guidance on myself at this moment or
Nope.
no? Nope. All right, a
If you
9.
go to
Take it or leave
displays,
it.
no, you already told the story. Guidance would happen before the.
True. 9. Take it or leave it.
All right. This is just
Uh,
me talking here. Like, so a 9 is not going to be taken. I think you understand that. But
oh no, I'm fully aware.
obviously, I don't. I don't. I personally, as the DM, I'm a second.
Yeah.
The first one.
Um,
I don't know what you
no,
had intended. No, it was the other way around, really?
it was the other way around because my favorite meal couldn't have been made in the seclusion of that forest, and it was supposed to be a pain in the ass trip in the first place.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
Yeah.
good thing that I'm not Valeria, because she sees through your deceptions. All right. It's the second one. The second one is true. And as
Oh,
it gets confirmed, that is 1 point for Valeria. And you have just played a game, Ezekiel. And you know you just played a game. And you lost, which means something small is taken from you. You don't know what it is. You don't even know if she did it. You just remember that you played a game where you had to. You remember all the details of the game, all the rules. But for the life of you, you can't remember the story you told her. You remember the lie, but you don't remember what memory you decided to tell as the good memory, your past.
well, that yippee. Ezekiel is going to walk away, having played the game,
Mhm.
heavily just like a look of shock and like just beads of sweat are going down his face as he's trying to remember what specifically he said
Hey,
because
it's all right. It was just one. Still have plenty.
right,
If
but
anything, if there's got to be a chance, right? I mean, she likes to play. Where's the fun if the other team doesn't have a chance? We have to have a chance.
okay, it's just weird. I can't remember what I said.
You don't remember what you said? The whole thing about the candles and your dad and
What are you talking about?
bathtubs? I. You're right. He puts a hand.
No.
You just
Ezekiel's gonna
told
sit down,
everybody.
kind of like very wobbly.
See, maybe you need some water. When's the last?
That's a great point. I don't know.
That was fun. Again. Next game. Who wants to play? Let's do something simple. A little game of chance and bluff. Who wants to play? This time I'll be doing the talking. Looks around to the rest of you.
Chance and bluff.
Mm-hmm.
How do you play?
Are you going to be the one playing, Bishop?
Haven't decided yet.
Oh, well, I'll
But I-
tell.
But I just wanted everybody to know how the game's played.
But that takes away the fun of it.
Was-
Fine.
Yeah, it's not fair to play the game if we don't know how, right?
All right, I'll tell you the game. Just because you guys are down a point. That's the only reason. Trying to make it a little more fair. And she goes and she procures a dice. A single 6-sided die made of some kind of pearlescent stone. Going to put I'm going to put this dice in a cup and shake it up. Then I'm going to peek at it and see if it's even or odd. Whoever if it's even, I win. If it's odd, I lose. And then you get the chance, though. You get the opportunity, the choice to take the dice from me or not. Then, if it's even, you win. And if it's odd, you lose.
What's the game with the suitcases? I love that show.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, so she's gonna tell you if it's like she's gonna
Yes,
tell you what it
she's
is.
gonna
and-
roll the dice, and you have a chance to, I guess, like
If
stay
you
or
think that
steal.
she's safe,
and then,
yeah. Yeah, if you're
But,
like, oh,
like,
I think
so
that the suitcase is
yeah.
good, then you want the suitcase. But if you think the suitcase is bad, then you want her.
You want her to keep it, yeah. So if you think it's
Yeah.
even, you want to steal it. If you think it's odd, you want her to keep
Right, because if it's odd, she loses. If it's even, well,
She wins. Yep. And if
You
it's
win.
even and you take it, you win. If it's odd and you take it, you lose.
I see.
So who's going to play with me next? This one's easy.
I'll bite. A knack for this.
I don't know if. Well, I don't know if we. If I know your name. She looks at you.
You
up, looks at
can
the
call me Horsey.
bag.
Also using the Fey phrasing, smart.
Horsey. Yeah, you can call me. Okay, Horsey. And she goes, do you understand the rules? As she's shaking up the cup with the dice and rattling
No, I
around
don't.
inside. Did
I really don't.
you don't? Like
You really
Dune doesn't? Or...
Dune doesn't.
Dune
Oh,
does not.
Okay, so she's gonna roll the dice and she's gonna peek at it. Only she will know the result.
Okay.
If it's even, she wins. If it's odd, she loses.
And you lie?
You get the choice. She's gonna tell you what it is,
Okay.
quote unquote. Then you have the
Okay,
choice
but they
to
can lie.
either yes. Then you have the choice to either take the dice or leave it. If you take it and it's even, you win. You just took the win from her. If you take it and it's odd, you lose. You just took the loss from her.
I take it and it's even, I win. If I
Yes.
deny
If you
and it's
leave it and it's
odd-
even, she wins, right? So if it's even, you want it. If it's odd, you don't want it. You just have to
Okay.
decide whether or not she's telling the truth or lying about whether it's even or odd.
All right.
Okay. Let me roll this dice here. She rolls it. She peeks at it really quick, like a split second, lifting the cup and putting it back down. And then she looks up at you and just kind of looks into your eyes for a while, a little bit of a sheepish grin on her face. I would take this one if I were you. It's a really, really good one. I think you'll like it. She goes and she peeks at it again. You'll definitely like this one. You should take it. She
Are
smiles.
you sure? You barely even had a look at it.
She looks at it again, like lifting it up, shielding it from you as she sits across from you. Yes, definitely sure. Oh, no. Now you'll think I want you to take it because I don't want you to. Oh dear.
Can I? Can I use my daily use
Your what?
of my daily use of
Uh-huh.
subtle spell detect thoughts surface level?
I'm internally screaming. It's one of the. Oh my fucking god, bro.
Let me think about this.
I don't know what surface level thoughts are going to get me. I'm hoping it'll be enough information to give me a little bit of an edge. And
Okay.
it's subtle. You wouldn't know
Go
I'm
ahead.
doing it.
And make a charisma check.
A charisma check. Okay.
What do you mean, bleh? You're a sorcerer, bleh!
I know. I know I have to roll something.
At just a +1.
Just a, just a I'm gonna use lucky.
Okay.
Nice. He's back! We got the
Okay.
Justin back. Let's go. A return of the
Oh
nat
my
20.
That's pretty lucky.
That's my goat.
My god, I just have one. Please, this day needs to end.
What do you mean this day needs to end? What does that mean?
Yeah, what the fuck? I thought
I
we were
only
playing
have
all
one
night,
more.
yo. That's crazy.
This day needs to end. All right.
Oh,
At first, you detect thoughts, and the surface level thoughts are even or odd or even. He looks like he's focusing really, really hard. I do hope he takes it. That would even it up. That would be so fun. Or would it? You get the sense.
Hmm.
That
I
within the space of like reading her thoughts, you get the time that you're there, the time that you are detecting the thoughts. It's definitely an alien mind. It's not normal. There's a lot going on there, but just on the very, very surface, if you go any deeper, it's going to get way too complex. But on the very surface, she is thinking about this game, and has this sense of awareness, as if she's aware of what you're doing. Retract your reach. You got enough to feel. There's an odd number beneath the cup. She just sits there swaying. You look so focused right now. It's just a game, lighten up. You should take it, just so you know.
I don't think I will.
Oh, are you sure? All right. And she checks one more time, smiles, and lifts the cup, revealing the number 5. 1-1.
Do you like my scoreboard
And
over here, Zen?
suggestion. Oh, where is it? Where is it?
To the left of Melody, or near Melody in general.
Oh,
Got a scoreboard going.
There you go. I see. No, wait, where?
Wait, this is a
My
point
left
to
or
keep
your
Melody?
left?
Hold on. Can I take that
Ah,
back?
yes, there it is. What?
What?
Actually, give it to me. Give it to me. Suggestions like, I'm gonna. Okay, it's odd. I'm taking it. All right. Anyways, with that, the score is 1-1. Suggestion. You get a little something.
Get something.
You get a little something. 1 second. Let me look it up. Your little something that you get as a reward for playing the game and doing so good.
Yeah. Of course.
I
I never
back
lose.
he gets back his pre-nerfs.
His pre-nerfs.
I get
God.
You know what? There you go. You get a little boon. You feel like, you took a chance. Not really, but at least it was a game of it. And you came out on top. You now recover 1 point of lucky on a short rest.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! I hate
Holy
this guy.
shit!
I
This lucky motherfucker just got luckier.
All right, I love the fucking fate. Never mind.
On second thought, it was either that. I'm not sure what bounces that, or you have 4 luck points. I'm not sure which one is more balanced.
I'm
thinking maybe
we could play. Well, we could
I'm
play.
thinking
by
maybe
ear, it's
4
okay.
total, because
Or Kalo knows those.
I don't know. More like it. Why not both? Anyway, with the
Let's start
score of
resting.
1-1 on this race to 4, the fates of Soonlar and Melody pick this up next time with the next game.
Shit. Next Friday then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it looks
she-
like, I think.